You're celebrating Christmas the wrong way. Snow, traffic, crowded shops? Meanwhile, there's a tiny island where people are sipping pina coladas under twinkling palm trees. Let me show you what you're missing. So this year, instead of freezing in a city filled with chaos, we decided to pack our bags and chase sunshine. Not just anywhere. We found the most magical islands in the world to spend Christmas. No snow boots, no ugly sweaters, just warm breeze, tropical drinks, and lights strung between palm trees. And if you've ever thought about doing something different for the holidays, this might just be it. Here's the thing. Most people think Christmas has to look a certain way. You know the drill: rush through December, stress over gifts, cram into shopping malls, and end it all with an overcooked turkey and half-dried out stuffing. It's the same every year. But what if Christmas didn't have to be cold? What if instead of buying more stuff, you got on a plane and gave yourself a memory instead? That's exactly what we did. But let me be honest, planning a Christmas getaway is not as simple as booking any old beach resort. Especially not when you want it to actually feel festive and not just warm. We wanted magic. We wanted sparkle. We wanted something that still had that Christmas feeling, just without the frostbite. So we started searching, and we found islands that take the holiday season to a whole other level. Not just tropical, but tropical and festive. Sounds weird, right? Wait till you see it. Let's start with the first stop, Madeira, Portugal. Yep, an island that literally lights up for Christmas. The entire island transforms into a glowing, festive wonderland. Streets are filled with lights, music spills out of little cafes, and the Christmas market in Funchal. It's like stepping into a fairy tale. We walked down palm-lined streets with nativity scenes, glowing arches, and tropical trees wrapped in fairy lights. There was this old lady selling poncha, Madeira's traditional rum drink, and we were sipping it under the stars while a kids' choir sang carols. Hot chocolate and short sleeves. That's Madeira in December. Then we hopped on a cruise through Incruises, which by the way, made this whole thing ridiculously affordable, and we hit stop number 2, Tenerife, Canary Islands. Now Tenerife is wild during Christmas. I didn't expect this at all. There were decorations hanging between volcanic cliffs and the sea. We joined a midnight mass in a local village, full-on guitars, clapping, Spanish carols, and outside, families were grilling food, not baking it. And I'm telling you, grilled fish on the beach on Christmas Eve? It hits different. The island has these epic Christmas parades too. Camels, music, dancers, like nothing I've ever seen. It's fun, it's real, and it's warm. You're not wrapped in layers. You're dancing in flip-flops. After Tenerife, we stopped at Lanzarote, and I swear, this place doesn't even look real. You've got volcanoes, black sand beaches, and little white villages that look like movie sets. On Christmas morning, we woke up early, walked to this lookout called Mirador del Rio, and watched the sunrise over the ocean. No noise, no phones, just peace. Probably the calmest I've ever felt during Christmas. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's cool and all, but does it even feel like Christmas? Surprisingly, yeah, it does. In fact, it felt more like Christmas. Because for once, we weren't rushing. We weren't running from one party to another. We were actually enjoying the people we love, the food, the views, without all the stress. And that's the thing. These islands, they get it. They figured out how to mix the best parts of Christmas, the music, the lights, the food, the joy, with warmth, nature, and space to breathe. After Lanzarote, we cruised to Gran Canaria, which totally shocked me. They had an entire Christmas village set up in the sand. I'm talking full nativity scenes sculpted out of sand, surrounded by Christmas music and street food. It was surreal. They even had fake snow machines blowing over the boardwalk while we were eating churros. Kids running around in Santa hats and sunglasses. I swear, there's something about seeing palm trees covered in lights that just makes you stop and stare. And don't even get me started on Lisbon, Portugal. The cruise stopped there for a day, and even though it's not an island, it was full-on Christmas mode. Giant tree in the city square, Christmas markets with live music, And the smell of roasted chestnuts mixing with the Atlantic breeze? Just wow! But the best part? The best part wasn't the food or the views or even the sun. It was watching my son open his little Christmas gift on the deck of a ship, with the ocean in the background and soft carols playing over the speakers. He looked up at me and said, "This is the best Christmas ever." That hit me, because that's what it's really about, right? Not the gifts, not the chaos, but the memories. And I realized we wait all year for this one week, this one moment, and then we spend it doing the same tired thing over and over. But when you swap freezing for freedom, stress for sunshine, stuff for stories, that's when the holidays start to feel like magic again. So if you're thinking about doing something different next Christmas, do it. Seriously, skip the snow and find your own island magic. Because trust me, drinking hot cocoa in 27 degrees Celsius weather while listening to carols on a beach? It's weird, but it's wonderful. And if you don't know where to start, I'll tell you what we did. We used In Cruises. It's a membership club that helps you cruise for less, and it made this entire trip not just possible, but affordable. We cruised for 12 days, 6 different places, Christmas and New Year's on board, amazing food, entertainment, zero stress, and paid way less than what we used to pay for hotels and restaurants during a normal holiday. Best part, my wife's membership is free now, because within Cruises, once you share it with 5 people, your membership is covered. We didn't know this at first, but now it's how we travel. And yeah, we're never going back to freezing Decembers again. Watch the next video to see how you can book a trip like this without breaking the bank.